I am in front of a... Is this fish dead? Oh, I think this fish is dead. I cannot tell. I'm very scared. Alright, that's not a good way to start this off. I think I'm missing the halftime show, but it'll be on YouTube anyway, so... Yeah, I can hear J-Lo right now. I actually know her birthday, July 24th. Very weird. I used to have a crush on her. You got Dan Orlovsky's going live now. I was at the store, so I missed the first drive, so I can't really comment on that. Oh, catfish! Give me a second. Pepsi halftime show. Good first half. I want more scoring as a fan, but defense counts as well. You're gonna see. I like San Fran's game plan so far. So that perimeter running game is really kind of their identity, and I like how they're motioning to get numbers over there. Like I said, Chris Jones is not going to do anything in the run game. Anthony Hitchens, there's a reason why he's not on the Cowboys anymore. Sorensen's playing well as well, but Tyrann Mathieu, not as big of an impact as you would think. But, and you even saw Tevin Coleman break a big run up the middle. So, San Francisco's, they're going to run, and they're going to run to run. And you see Kansas City, they're going to pass in order to run. I applaud Kansas City for at least trying to run, because oftentimes they get into second and short, and then you put yourself behind the sticks, not behind the sticks, but in unnecessary third and short when you're going to, take your shot play when you could just get a first down. You don't ever want to get, in general, you don't ever want to get Nick Bosa going or whatever. But they had a 2nd and 8 or 2nd and 7, and they decided to run an end around. And sometimes, Ryan Clark even said it, sometimes Kansas City just gets too cute. And, you see Hill trying to get more yards when he shouldn't try to get, he should just, he's always trying to make someone miss. But Dan Orlovsky just said it, structurally, you're not going to get your shot plays against the San Francisco defense. You're not. Sherman's solid in coverage. Tart is there as well. I believe Jimmy Ward is also solid. So, and you would like to see Kelsey get a little bit more involved, but they have 10 points. They're not behind. It's not a 17. It's not a 17-7 game, which you think Kansas City can explode on anybody, but it's a good game as far as you don't need one individual to really get going. They did exactly what I said in the pregame, is that they're going with Hill in the underneath routes because you're not going to get over the top. If Richard Sherman has help, he might get beat, but if he's I'm blanking as I'm it's not cover 3 is not really a too deep usually, but they're not going to let you beat them deep or whatever. Especially you got an Armstead, Forrest Buckner, and Bosa, and they're running these twists. And they got pressure on Mahomes on one of the plays where they brought a 5-man rush, and that's what you're going to see. You're not going to see them bring. They're not going to see them bring a more than what their coverage could get a little bit vulnerable there. So you're not going to see 7-man rush. It's going to be very, very rare. So as far as Jimmy G, and he needs to that mistake cannot happen when you get pressure. You're going to have to take the occasional sack. I mentioned this in a WordPress blog last year where I knew the Patriots were going to bring AFC Championship. I knew the Patriots were going to bring pressure on Patrick Mahomes from the interior. I said he's just going to have to take a sack every once in a while. You're going to have to eat the ball or throw it into the dirt. He tried to throw it into the dirt by throwing it out of bounds, but it just didn't get there, and that's costly. I think Kansas City turned that into points. But this I don't like this game as much, even though it's great, because this clock is running extremely fast because they're running the football. You're not seeing as many incompletions. I think Jimmy G's 8 for 10 and Patrick Mahomes is 12 of 18. I think he got sacked once. It wasn't a big sack, but this this defensive line is not impacting the game for San Francisco as much as you would think. But that's what happens with the RPO. You got the lineman flowing one way, and then you throw a backside slant. You even see Jimmy G throw that to Deebo Samuel. I'm always getting him and Sanders confused, only because they both have the same name. They both have an S at the beginning of their name, so it's a lot going on. But I don't like the way the game's going personally because they're running the ball and it's a lot of the clock is coming. The clock is coming off the clock is running extremely fast from what I could tell, and I looked up and it was the middle of the second quarter. But not a lot of scoring. Not a I haven't looked at the punts actually because it might have been only. I don't even think anyone punted actually, but. Yeah, but structurally, like Orlovsky said, I don't know how to pronounce his name. That's someone ringing the bell? That's a grandfather clock. I think it's just, or whatever. But structurally, you're not going to go deep. No, I'm not watching the halftime report. I really should. The halftime thing, I really should. But structurally, you're not going to really beat the San Francisco. You're not going to beat them deep, even if you have Tyreek Hill. That pass rush is going to get there before you could even blink. So we'll see what Mahomes is made of. He's great. I think he's a little bit overhyped. A favorite quarterback, but he might go down as an all-time great. But you're going to see what he's made of this half. Just keep that stuff underneath. Don't take any unnecessary shots. And San Francisco, they're going to keep getting to the perimeter. That's what they're structurally allowed to do. And you see a multi-dimensional guy like Juszczyk. They use him a lot of different ways. And, you got a guy draped all over him. Jimmy G made a short throw, and that's a touchdown. So two great teams. These teams deserve to be here, obviously, and we'll see what happens in the second half. But I'm missing everything. All right, so I'm logging off.